When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Dukes will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can on things.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They bring him down, but not... He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Turning it on. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gives it on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Dropping back, it's Hart. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights, and they strike first.
That great first first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So James Madison's offense will have its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Dukes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Reeder. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid him.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And he might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. To throw, it's Dyer. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the Scarlet Knights will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Got the first down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The play action fake. Throwing right. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
A design run for the quarterback. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. They'll try to power it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The Scarlet Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the...
There he goes! And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Dukes are flying down the field. A run for the quarterback. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Touchdown, James Madison. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. Off play action. He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Hart. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hart. Hauls it in. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reeder. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go up top on second and short. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. The pitch. At the 35, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Dyer. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Scanning the field, it's Hart. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Scarlet Knights want to move quickly.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. On target. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Hands it off. Running into the open space. Touchdown, Dukes! And the pummeling has started. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
James Madison, 41. Rutgers, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Hart. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the outside. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got it inside the 15. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Dukes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Well, that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he'll be brought down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rides to back and leads it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets the back moving. Got room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got it.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Trying the left side. He's in open space downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They run the reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a box.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Back to throw, it's Hart. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got him.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here's the give off the left side. Breaks the tackle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll go to the counter play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
Nope.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Dukes are on the move. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their